how to do the perfect barbell bench press for maximum chest development. Want a bigger lift? Stick around, because in this video there are key points you need to know to take your bench press to the next level. The bench press is called the GOAT for good reason. It's one of the most effective and complicated exercise to master. We'll cover everything from muscles involved, perfect form, advanced tweaks, and most common mistakes. When you're done watching this video, you'll be equipped with all the knowledge you need to master the barbell bench press. First up, let's talk muscles. The bench press primarily targets the pectoralis major or chest muscles, focusing on the middle portion while also engaging both the upper and lower pecs. Additionally, it activates the anterior deltoids, also known as front shoulders and triceps, making it one of the best compound movements for upper body strength and size. Now, let's move on to perfect form, starting with the basics and then going over to pro tweaks and tips. Step 1. Setup. Find your grip width. Start by placing the bar on your chest. Angle your elbows around 45 to 70 degrees from your body, then adjust your hands so that your forearms are perfectly vertical when viewed from behind. A wider grip places more emphasis on chest activation, while a narrower grip shifts the focus to your triceps. Bar placement. While holding this position, check from the side to ensure your forearms are straight or leaning slightly forward. This marks the optimal spot on your chest where the bar should land during the descent. If the bar moves too far behind your elbows, it will require more energy to push it up, reducing efficiency. Grip the bar as low in your palms as possible by turning your hands so the bar rests on your outer palm, with your thumbs wrapped around it, ensuring your knuckles face the ceiling as if you're about to punch it. This grip helps you maintain straight wrists and proper alignment. Step 2. The arch and body positioning. For a muscle building approach, start by puffing your chest out as you retract your shoulder blades back and down, almost as if you're trying to scoop them under your body. This creates a natural arch in your back. Place your feet slightly behind your knees with your toes pointing slightly outward for a strong base. This position ensures proper chest engagement and stability for muscle building purposes. For a powerlifting approach, you can opt for a more pronounced arch. Begin by placing your legs at the end of the bench as you drive your shoulder blades down and back, creating a firm upper back base. Then, move your legs down one at a time as far back as possible, creating a larger intentional arch. This reduces the range of motion, allowing for heavier lifts. In both approaches, ensure your eyes are directly under the bar and that you maintain the 4 points of contact. Your feet, glutes, upper back, and head should stay in contact with the bench at all times. This creates a stable base and ensures you're pressing from a strong position. Step 3. Feet placement. It's important to wear shoes with a good grip. Personally, I run my hand over the bottom of my shoes to remove any dirt that could affect my grip, especially in a commercial gym where floors can get dirty. But what about foot placement? Does it matter if you're flat-footed on your toes, with toes pointed in or out, or whether your stance is narrow or wide? Short answer is yes. Foot placement matters, but it can vary based on individual preference and mobility. However, a key point is to position your feet slightly behind your knees. This helps activate your quads and prevents your feet from slipping. Additionally, focus on driving your knees outward by activating your glutes to create a more stable base. By tensioning the lower body and the upper body and connecting those 2 points with the core, you will transfer energy like a spring, maximizing power and efficiency. This ensures that the force generated by your muscles is directed effectively through your body, enhancing strength and stability during the lift. Step 4. The lift-off. Squeeze your arms, lats, quads, glutes, and core as you take a deep breath into your gut and out to your belt if you have one. Unrack the bar by extending your arms and position the barbell so that it is directly over your chest with your arms straight. This is your starting position. Step 5. The descent. As you lower the bar, think about bending the bar to re-engage your lats and keep your elbows tucked at a 45 to 70 degree angle. Push your chest up toward the bar while lowering it in a slight arch toward your lower chest or nipple line. This descent should be controlled, taking about 2 to 3 seconds to maximize time under tension. Ensure your forearms stay vertical and your wrists remain aligned with your elbows to generate maximum power. Step 6. The press. The toughest part of the lift, known as the sticking point, typically occurs 20 to 40% of the way up from the bottom, so it is crucial to get this part right. To do so, you need to explode off your chest. As soon as the bar gently touches your chest, explode upward by driving with your legs. Think of pushing the ground away from you. Exhale as you push the bar up and back, creating an arc-like bar path. Fully extend your arms at the top and imagine squeezing your biceps toward each other to engage your chest muscles even more. However, avoid locking your elbows to maintain tension on your chest throughout the movement. And there you have it, the perfect barbell bench press. Mastering the basics is essential, but if you're ready to take your barbell bench press to the next level, let's dive into more advanced tips and tweaks to help you build muscle and lift even heavier. Number 1. Leg drive. I briefly mentioned leg drive earlier, but leg drive can make a significant difference in your bench press, potentially adding 15% more weight to your lift when executed properly. By engaging your legs, you create a stable base that allows for better force transfer from the ground through your body and into the bar. The challenge is learning to push back rather than up, even though it may feel like the bar is moving vertically. One trick that helped me perfect my leg drive was positioning something behind my head, like your water bottle, and focusing on pushing it with my legs. This helped me shift my mindset to pushing back with my legs rather than up. One final thing is that you ideally want to be wearing a top that has shoulders and upper back see-through so that your back can stim against the bench to stop you from moving backwards as you drive your legs back. Number 2. Slightly flaring your elbows at the bottom of the movement just when you start pushing the weight up. When you lower the bar, your elbows should be tucked at about a 45 to 70 degree angle. This position keeps your shoulders protected and engages your lats and chest more effectively. However, as you start pressing the bar up, slightly flaring your elbows allows you to engage more of the upper chest and shoulders. It also helps to shorten the range of motion slightly, making the movement more biomechanically efficient and allowing you to press through the most challenging portion of the lift. Just make sure not to flare too early or excessively, as that can put strain on your shoulders. Number 3. Mastering the bar path. Most beginners tend to press the bar in a straight line. While this can feel natural, it's not the most efficient way to lift heavy weights. Pressing straight up often puts unnecessary strain on the shoulders and limits chest engagement. Experienced lifters know that the bar should move back first, following a slight J-shaped path. Instead of pushing straight up, the bar should move slightly backward toward your head at the start of the press and then up to full extension. This technique aligns the movement with your natural shoulder and elbow mechanics, allowing you to lift heavier with better muscle activation. By pressing the bar back first instead of straight up, you engage your chest and triceps more effectively right from the start, allowing you to use your strongest pressing muscles. It also allows you to better incorporate leg drive, which increases the force you can generate and helps push through sticking points. Additionally, you shorten the distance between the bar and your strongest pressing position, reducing the energy needed to complete the lift. So, try filming yourself to see how your bar path actually looks like. Number 4. Only doing the eccentric portion. Set up a safety rack and load the bar with about 20 to 30% more than your usual working weight. Focus solely on the eccentric lowering portion of the lift. This allows you to acclimate to handling heavier weight and enhances strength during the stretched part of the movement. You can even perform 2 to 3 reps of these heavy eccentrics before your normal sets. making your working weight feel lighter. Number 5. Utilize the grip and rip technique. A powerful trick to increase strength and stability is to grip and rip. Essentially, grip the bar as tightly as possible, like you're trying to crush it. This activates more muscles in your hands, forearms, and upper body, creating extra tension and stability throughout the lift. It can also help keep your wrists straight and prevent energy leaks caused by improper wrist positioning. Number 6. Using a belt. Wearing a lifting belt can improve overall stability and tension, allowing you to brace more effectively. Many lifters find that a belt helps them increase their bench press by about 5% as it improves core engagement and full body stability. Number 7. Using straps. Using wrist straps ensures your forearms remain aligned and straight, which can help keep your wrists in the optimal position for a stronger bench press. This can aid in maintaining proper form and reducing unnecessary strain on your wrists and forearms. Number 8. Activate your back muscles. If you're having trouble fully retracting and activating your back muscles, try performing a few reps of back rows before your bench press. This primes your upper back for proper retraction and stabilization, improving your pressing performance. Number 9. Gradually increase grip width. If you want to push bigger numbers, try gradually increasing your grip width by about 1 finger per workout. Most world-class bench pressers use a legal max width grip with their index fingers on the rings. Keep in mind, this wider grip may not be comfortable for everyone, but it can increase strength by allowing more chest engagement, up to a point. Number 10. Bench press more often. Like any skill, bench pressing more often can lead to better gains. Try increasing your frequency to up to 3 times a week. You can split your workouts into 3 different training focuses. Hypertrophy, 2 sets of 8 reps. Power focus, 4 sets of 3 reps. Strength focus, 3 sets of 5 reps, with a 2-second pause at the bottom of each rep. This approach builds a well-rounded bench press and helps target multiple aspects of strength and size. Number 11. Mind-muscle connection. Focus on feeling your chest muscles do the work. By concentrating on squeezing your chest throughout each rep, you'll ensure that you're getting the most muscle activation possible. If you want to learn the best ways to go beyond failure, then check out this video in the corner. Now, let's look at some common mistakes people make with the barbell bench press that can prevent you from getting the best results. Mistake number 1. Using a suicide grip. The name says it all. Not wrapping your thumb around the bar significantly increases your risk of dropping it, which could lead to serious injury. Instead, use a proper grip with your thumb wrapped around the bar for better control and safety. Mistake number 2. Losing tension. After the first rep. Many lifters lose tension in their body after their first rep, compromising stability and power. Keep your lats engaged, your feet planted, and your core braced for every rep to maintain optimal strength throughout the set. Mistake number 3. Having the bar racked too high. If the bar is racked too high, you may have to overstretch when unracking, which can cause you to lose stability in your shoulders and back. Instead, set the rack at a height where you can easily lift the bar without losing your form. Mistake number 4. Bouncing the bar off your chest. Bouncing the bar off your chest to use momentum reduces the effectiveness of the lift and increases the risk of injury. Instead, control the descent, gently touch your chest, and then press back up with power. Mistake number 5. Flaring your elbows too much. Flaring your elbows out to the side near 90 degrees places unnecessary stress on your shoulders and can lead to injury. Keep your elbows tucked at about 45 to 70 degrees to engage your chest and protect your shoulders. Mistake number 6. Not using full range of motion. Stopping short on the descent limits chest activation and overall strength gains. Ensure the bar touches your chest before you press it back up, using a full range of motion for better muscle growth. Mistake number 7. Lifting with your shoulders. Allowing your shoulders to rise during the press shifts tension away from your chest and risks injury. Keep your shoulder blades retracted and pressed into the bench throughout the lift to maintain chest engagement. Mistake number 8. Feet coming off the ground. When your feet leave the ground, you lose a crucial point of stability. Keep your feet flat and drive through them to generate more force, adding power to your press. Mistake number 9. Letting your butt come off the bench. If your glutes lift off the bench, you're likely pushing too much with your legs and losing proper form. Instead, focus on pushing with your legs while maintaining contact with the bench by thinking about pushing the bar away from your head. Mistake number 10. Lowering the bar too high on your chest. Bringing the bar to your upper chest or neck can strain your shoulders. Instead, aim for the lower chest or nipple line for optimal chest and triceps engagement. Mistake number 11. Not keeping your wrist straight. Bent wrists lead to energy leaks and potential injury. Ensure your wrists are straight and stacked over your elbows, holding the bar firmly to avoid wrist strain. Mistake number 12. Moving the bar straight down. Lowering the bar in a straight line can reduce chest activation and shoulder safety. Instead, lower the bar in a slight arc, moving it toward your lower chest. Mistake number 13. Moving the bar straight up. Pushing the bar straight up is inefficient and limits leg drive. Instead, press the bar up and slightly back to better engage your chest and follow a more natural pressing path. Mistake number 14. Lifting without assistance. Lifting too heavy without a spotter can be dangerous, especially on your last rep. Always have a spotter or safety measures in place when lifting near your max. Mistake number 15. Taking your head off the bench. Raising your head off the bench misaligns your spine and reduces chest engagement. Keep your head on the bench and your neck neutral to ensure the proper bar path and stability. Mistake number 16. Not having an arch in your back. A flat back can limit chest engagement and shoulder safety. Create a slight arch by retracting your shoulder blades and pushing your chest out for better leverage. Mistake number 17. Hitting the rack during the press. If you're positioned too far back on the bench, the bar might hit the rack during your press. This interrupts the lift and throws off your focus. Make sure your eyes are directly under the bar at the start to avoid this. Mistake number 18. Finishing your last rep and immediately racking. Avoid racking the bar the instant you complete your last rep. Instead, hold the bar stable, ensure your form is still intact, and then carefully rack it with control. Mistake number 19. Not warming up properly. Jumping into heavy sets without warming up increases the risk of injury and affects performance. Always include a proper warm-up to get blood flowing to your muscles and joints. Start with light sets to prepare your chest, shoulders, and triceps for the lift. Mistake number 20. Doing them all at the same time. Which mistake do you think you've been making? Drop a comment below and let me know. Check out these videos if you want to learn more. Until next time, veriði sæl.